Okie dokie guys, and welcome back to another Dark Mechanicus video. So, this episode, we're actually going to be looking at a slightly larger unit. Previously I've been focusing on some smaller units, more elite units, but now it's time to bulk up my actual force. So I was thinking to myself, what haven't I used and what have I got at my disposal? And I was thinking to myself, well, I've never truly branched out into any of the other kind of Chaos Space Marine factions other than Plague Marines. Mainly because Plague Marines are the bread and butter of Chaos lists these days because they're just so tough. But I thought, you know what? Balls to it, to hell with it. Let's do something a little bit different. So I was like, I know, Khorne Berserkers look pretty fun. Lots of attacks, you know, quite hard in combat and all that. So I will give those a go. But then I was thinking, what am I going to use? What could I use for my Khorne Berserker stand-ins? And I was like, well, I could do more tech thralls, but I'm really running low on bits in that department. So I decided I would make some of these juicy-licious Arco Flagellants. Now, for those guys of you that maybe aren't really that into the Warhammer 40k lore, an Arco Flagellant in the regular in the regular Imperium is someone that has committed a vastly bad crime against the Imperium, and to atone for their sins, they are turned into an Arco Flagellant, or kind of like a pit fighter in a way. They basically have loads of combat stims injected into them. They get their arms basically stripped away and replace these crazy ass lash whippy type mechanites, and then just basically get set on the enemy. However, this is a Dark Mechanicum list, so these guys are basically captured guardsmen that have basically been butt-fucked into submission and essentially gone crazy at the hands of Slaaneish's mighty veiny cock. So let's have a close look at them. These were a super easy conversion to do. This is a prime example of the fact that you don't need a lot of conversion skill to be able to pull off something really nice looking. So, the breakdown of these, essentially they are Catachan legs, Space Marine bodies, what are the Mantic zombie heads, and whatever guns I had lying around. This is a flamer. Now I know Khorne Berserkers can't have a flamer, but all my other Khorne Berserkers, oh shit, he's fallen over. Stand up there, you bastard. All the other Khorne Berserkers, they have a close combat weapon and a bolt pistol, but I was like, yeah, I didn't really just want to stick a bolt pistol on the side. That would look a bit shit, wouldn't it? So I decided to use these little lasgun type constructs that you get from the Chimera kit, because I had quite a lot of them left around. Somebody just filed off the bottom of them, stuck them to the side, and they look really cool, and they look quite a nice part of it. Plus, it's a really solid bind as well, which is nice. Mechanites just bunched up, drilled out a hole for them. I chose the running legs because they just look like they're running full pelt at the enemy, like, I'm going to eat your face and slash it into pieces. Let's have a close look at this guy, got some red demon eyes. But yeah, super easy conversion. I was running out of actual backs, so I had to resort to using the backs from the Grey Knight Space Marines, and I prefer these versus the regular backed torso parts, just because they look a bit more like they're being controlled. They've got like mind lock hoods on or something like that. They look really cool. You need to give these a final wash because this bronze bit on the front of them is just too bright, and I opted, if you notice, anything that I've ever done a Space Marine torso with these Mechanicus guys, I've actually decided to not use anything with the Aquila on it, mainly because it's Chaos and Mechanicum and they don't really use the Aquila as such. Also, because I was using the Aquila lots with the Space Marines that I've done in the past, I had loads of these torsos left over, loads of these torsos, and loads of this kind of torso as well left over, and they just look really mecha and really mechanical, and they're just going to look really cool on the battlefield, and they're all running together. Now, you might have, you eagle-eyed viewers out there might have counted that there's only 9 here, and I can take them in squads of 10. So this is actually the when in production tech priest that I've started for these guys. So as you can see, he has bolt pistol. That's a really old Khorne Berserker arm. Or it might be the current Khorne Berserker arm. I'm not too sure. Judging by the chunkiness and the chunkiness of the bolt pistol, I'm going to say he's an old one. We got a fucking ancient servo harness on here from a Tech Marine, from the old ones. Using the Dark Angel's legs, and we're using a Anvil Industries torso and shoulder pad. Then a really old, I think this is the the Flamer Head from the old Space Marine Tactical Squad sprue. He's got the Mechandrite arms there to reciprocate the unit that he's going with. And again, just a really simple unit to convert, and he's going to paint up nice. Now, the reason why he's not painted is because after I'd done these guys, after I'd done other projects and stuff, I actually worked out that I had no more silver paint. No more Vallejo gun grey that I like to use. So that was a bit of a shitter, so I couldn't really paint him, so I've got to wait for my delivery to come in. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of these guys for a really simple conversion. Like I say, it goes to show you don't need an awful lot of skill to be able to convert something that looks pretty good, especially a unit like this, which is going to be quite damaging on the battlefield. But anyway, guys, as usual, don't forget to like, favourite, and subscribe. Drop a comment in the doobly-doo down below as well if you're liking what you're seeing. And also, don't forget to check out the End of the Wolf Time Facebook page, as you will get updates as to what I am doing currently. And it's a nice little way to just keep in track with what I'm doing. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys again. See you now, and goodbye. Oh, actually, guys, on a side note, just a little interjection at the end here, I'm actually thinking of doing a transport for these guys, because they're a close combat unit, they're supposed to get up close and personal. Now, I'm thinking of using half a Chimera chassis, but I'm really not sure on how to go about integrating it into the Mechanicus. So if you guys have any suggestions as to how to do something that would look like, you know, kind of like based on a Chimera chassis, but Mechanicum it up, please let me know. I've got one of those on order as well, so that's coming soon, so you should see that in a future video. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye!